Today I'm at Mark's Cars, and as you can see, the 66 Coronet is coming along. It's up on the racks. You can see that quite a bit of it's getting done. We got gas tank in, the rear end's in, springs are in, shocks are in, some of the lines are in. Before anybody comments on the nice chrome rally wheels there, that's just to make it a roller. It's not what's going to stay on the car, but go ahead, comment on them. But they're just on there right now to help the car roll. We got our differential back here. It's a posi unit. You can see it's all new lines. Thunder bottom of the car is all nicely painted. Starting to put some of the suspension back in. So it's getting there. And then the crown jewel of the car, we're putting it together the way the factory would have done, where basically it's put together on the K-frame and basically everything on the ground and then lifted into the car versus the other way. You can see here we have our 426 motor now mated up with our 4-speed transmission. Just located a inland shifter for it. So we're going to put it back to an inland shifter just to make it more true to its the way it came from the factory. So. This is going to be replaced with a stock one. We just put that on there temporarily. Some of the things you see here are going to be corrected, like the sticker on here is going to be removed. It's right on there for now because that's the way I got it. These were the Mr. Norm headers that basically I had them reconditioned and powder coated, and we're going to reuse the headers that came with the car. I'm not sure, but I believe that's probably one of the only exterior modifications that Mr. Norm made to the car before he sold it. Really don't know if he did anything to the engine or anything else, but that was the only thing I believe that we could trace back and say is pretty original to it. They're the same ones that came off. We just had them redone. So that's where we're at. We're moving right along. This is John and John, the two guys responsible for putting this together.
Yes, we are.
So I'm making Mopar guys out of one, and the other one's a true Mopar guy. So where we're going to go, yeah, he even has this tattoo of Hemi on him, and he's got a pretty good ride. They're working on other pretty cool stuff. I don't know if I'll video it because I don't know if the owner really wants it to be videoed. You say yes?
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
This is the first one ever, so we might as well let somebody see it.
I'll tell them a little bit about this one.
Well, this is a fully forged 5.7 liter RT Durango that we did a Walker Induction Systems single 75 millimeter turbo. It's got Trackhawk front and rear differentials. It's got 8 HP 95 out of a Trackhawk in it. Fully tuned with HP tuners, methanol injection for higher boost levels. This one should make about 800 all-wheel horsepower.
There you go. 800 all-wheel horsepower. We're not going to be anywhere near that, but we're going for nostalgic horsepower here. I mean, everybody wants to talk me into more. We do have some surprises and special stuff going on inside that engine, but we're not going to tell anybody what it is, just like the factory didn't tell anybody what it was. So we're going to leave it just that way. We're going to leave it a mystery. As far as, is it a max wedge internal? Is it, beefed up? What's inside that motor? We won't tell. So, as you can see, we're getting there.
Can we talk about the gas?
What do we want to talk about gas? Go ahead, talk about gas.
Well, what kind of fuel are you going to run?
Well, we're going to basically fire this thing up with AV fuel, and because of the high compression, and we're gonna at least burn in the cam with the AV fuel, and we'll be running basically high octane like they would have had back in the day when they allowed that kind of stuff. So
that'll be an indication of some kind of power.
it's a little indication of what the engine can do, yeah. So that's it. You can see the original 4-speed hole. So there was no sheet metal work done on these floorboards whatsoever. What you see on these floorboards is what it was born with. There is no patches. There's really no repairs. I think the only repair that was done is back where there was a safety loop. I think there was a couple little tears in there. You can see right there. A couple little tears that we fixed just because the chain, he used the chain for a safety loop. And obviously, that didn't do too well. But the trunk and the floorboards, everything on this thing is what it was born with as far as the sheet metal goes. Other than a little bit that we massaged in the inner fender for an accident that it was in, but it's all nice and straight now. So anyways, the next video you'll see, this thing will probably be on the ground rolling.